So good day, everyone. So thank you for all coming here today in our passage plan briefing. So as you can see here, I'm second officer Neo, and I'm here to brief about our passage plan bound from Cabugao Bay to Tacloban Port Station. Okay, let's start. So as you can see here, I've already plotted our course from Cabugao Bay to Tacloban Port Station. And now I'm going to discuss to you step by step on our course. So our max drag is 10.5 and our speed is 12 knots. And we're going to depart from Cabugao Bay on December 12 to 2022. So let's start with our waypoint one, which is the Cabugao Bay, which has a port or course of 108 degrees and distance left is 9 nautical miles. So I so as you can see, our total distance from Cabugao Bay to Tacloban Port Station or Pilot Station, I'm sorry, is 149 nautical miles. So our distance left when we depart from Cabugao Bay is 140 nautical miles. So let's go on to our waypoint 2. So our waypoint 1 and waypoint 2, which is Cabugao Bay to Nagumbaya Point, which has a course of 192 degrees and a distance of waypoint to waypoint, which is 59 nautical miles. And our distance left is 81 nautical miles with a turning bearing of 132 degrees. And the critical area in this course is just rock obstruction. Now let's proceed to before we proceed to our waypoint 3 to waypoint 4, we're going to get the ETA, height of tide, and UKC in this particular lat and long, which is which latitude is 12 degrees and 30 minutes north and has a longitude of 124 degrees and 11 minutes east. So I've already got the distance for it, which is 57 nautical miles. So we're going to divide it in our uh, in our speed, which is 12 knots. So 57 divided by 12, which we will get is 4.75 hours. So we're going to get our ETA from that. So our ETA is now 4 hours and 45 minutes. So after that, we're going to we're going to calculate this low water to high water, depending on the time given to us by the data from today. So after we get this, we're going to solve it. Then after that, our x is equals to 0.156, but this is not our height of tide, so which we're going to add it 0.01 since it's low water to high water. So our final height of tide is 0.166 meters. So we're going to find now our actual depth. So we're going to find it by using height of tide plus our charted depth, which is 14.6. So 0.166 meters plus our charted depth is 14.6. Now we will get our actual depth, which is 14.766 meters. Now, finally, we're going to get our underkeel or UKC by subtracting our actual depth to our static graph, which is 10.5 meters. So our final UKC is now 4.266 meters. Now, let's proceed to our waypoint 3 to waypoint 4 since we have done getting the ETA, height of tide, actual depth, and UKC on the latitude of 12 12 degrees 30 minutes and a longitude of 124 degrees and 11 minutes east. So our waypoint 3 to waypoint 4, which is Allen Lighthouse to Malaga Lighthouse, which has a 160 course and the distance of 24 nautical miles. And our distance left with it is 57 nautical miles with a turning bearing of 270 degrees. The critical area or obstruction is from the starboard side, Diamante Rock. Now let's proceed to waypoint 4 to waypoint 5, which is Malaga Lighthouse to Santo Niño. So which has a course of 140 degrees, distance which is 20 nautical miles, and the distance left with our total distance which is 37 nautical miles with a 205 degrees turning bearing. So the remarks here is it is no go area. So let's proceed to our waypoint 5 to waypoint 6, which is Santo Niño to Pawikan Point that has a 166 course degrees, sorry, and the 26 distance nautical miles. Our distance left is 11 nautical miles with a turning bearing of 090 degrees. So still the remarks is no-go areas. Now finally, we're going to go our waypoint 6 to waypoint 7, Pawikan Point, and finally Tacloban Pilot Station, which has a course of 093 degrees and distance left is 11 nautical miles with a turning bearing of 114 degrees and the remarks as it is no-go areas. So after that, we finally arrived to our waypoint 7, which is the Tacloban Pilot Station. And at the time we arrived is 14:54 hours at December 12, 2022, with a latitude of 11 degrees 27.5 minutes north with a longitude of 124 degrees 52 minutes east. As you can see here, this is our final destination here. So if you're asking about the weather, which is rather just frequent rain with a current of the tide current, which is chiefly journal. So as you can see, this is all the information I've got, and of course I have rated. So this ends our passage plan briefing for today. Thank you for all coming, and God bless us all in our journey today from Cabugao Bay to Tacloban Pilot Station. That's all. Good day, and God bless to us all. We safe travel, everyone. Goodbye.